Hello everyone and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. In the last session...
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts.
That's good.
Welcome back,
You got anything else to say?
How can I be of assistance?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with that. Because we found that one key card, we managed to make the dudes leave without any confrontation. We also had to have a high enough persuasion stat, I think it was, or something. But yeah, that went pretty well. We explored that space station right there. And completed Lilia's quest. We haven't gone back to turn it in, though, yet. What are we doing today, then? That's just returned to Lilia. That's something we can't do. Ah, yes, that's what we're doing. We are bringing Felix to meet with... not Harlow. Harlow's the one that has given us the quest. Trask. There we go. Reading is hard. Trask is hiding out in Emerald Vale, and so Trask is going to have a bad time. Edgewater. Well, he may not have a bad time. We've been told to go kill him.
About Edgewater, Captain.
But, it seems like more might be afoot. Come with me, Felix. And you'll be in a world of potentially getting betrayed by a former friend. So, yes, we're going to go and have good chats with him. See what actually occurred, why he's on Harlow's shit list. And then, if we agree with Harlow, then Trask is going to eat a bullet into the back of his head. And if we don't agree with Harlow, then maybe Harlow himself will eat a bullet into the back of his head. Either way, I imagine bullets are going to be eaten. So, you know, 1 of your 5 a day. Good stuff. And we will see where things go from there. We've not got too much more we can do before we will be back on the main path. Okay, Christ, that's a way away. What's the map saying? Please tell me there is a fast travel point. Just as soon as this thing loads up. Abracadabra. Load. Now. Hey. Okay, it's all the way out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Okay. Botanical lab, I guess. Let's see where we go from there. Byzantium, hopefully, will be somewhere we unlock fairly soon. Because we've heard about it all game. And it sounds pretty different. It sounds like it's a corporate stronghold, perhaps, with just like shops and shops and shops and shops and shops and shops. And I don't know if there's actually going to be any like combat on that planet. Maybe the main part of it is a city, and then we'll be heading out of said city potentially. Who knows? I'm looking forward to finding out. Right, been a while since we were here. We had to run down this way to go and find that person who disappeared from that area. I'm not seeing a way. Alright, okay, maybe up here? Or maybe not? How do we get to this marker? What the fuck? Oh, hello.
Here I come.
Got him. Have we upgraded Felix? Yes, I guess we have. Okay. Good stuff. I need your clothes, your shoes, and your motorcycle. Was it clothes, boots, and motorcycle? Yeah, that sounds right. Hello. You blind friend.
Out of my way.
Lol.
Wow,
Double
great
lol.
work.
Thank you. Sacrifice is appreciated. Oh, I love a zero mag pick thing. Oh, yes. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, looks like there's a gap in the cliffs here. I was like, hang on, how are we... Or is there? Oh, maybe? Yes. Good. Hi! Man, if only you guys could do anything to stop me.
You're going down.
Here I go.
We just took them all out with a couple of kicks to the head and one swing of a hammer. That's amazing. That is properly amazing. Okay. Let's head in through here then. Confront Trask. I like the rocks around here. They look cool. I wonder what caused them to end up in this sort of formation. Very cool. North Gulch discovered. Hello, Trask. We've come to chat and potentially murder. Depends kind of on how this thing goes. You do look like a bit of a knob, though. How's things?
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
That's right. Harlow said you betrayed him.
Yeah, of course he did. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying.
Well, that is good to hear. Why? Well, I feel like he probably didn't, but let's ask. Why did you betray Harlow?
How do I know that I can trust you?
Oh, maybe he did then. If I wanted to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years.
Really?
All the palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You can't be serious. I've known the guy for years.
Yeah, that's about how I reacted when I found out. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
Wow, that is that's like the opposite of who he's putting himself out, making himself out to be. You're asking me to take you for your word. Show me some evidence.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
Temperament, yeah there is. You're looking at him.
Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
So, why would the board buy off Harlow?
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
Yeah, you're probably right. What was he doing for the board?
Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse.
Alright, I've heard enough.
Take it you've made up your mind.
I'm not going to kill you, Trask, but I'm going to ask for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Take care. Okay, seems like a good dude. Optional, find Trask's stashed evidence. So it's in a vent in Harlow's base, is that, I think? That sounded like what he was saying to me. So, we need to travel on back inside the Unreliable. Let's jump. Okay, so.
Crew report. Bioka is drunk. Surprise.
That is a shocking turn of events, Ada. Harlow's base. Let's see if we can find this thing. We have to take Felix, don't we? Yes, we do. Oh, is that a new one? Terror on Monarch. I think it is. With Ruth Bellamy as Halcyon Helen. Spencer Woolrich as Chief of the Savages. Featuring real monsters from the doomed world. 12 amazing episodes. Sounds good to me. I wonder how good the TV shows are in this universe. We're living in a pretty golden age of TV right now. Even though the TV isn't on the TV, it's on the streaming services for the most part. There are still some good shit. Some good shit? No, there is still some good shit. That's the correct phrasing on TV, but it is definitely dropping. Especially with the end of shows like Game of Thrones and stuff. Right, okay. Hello. Let's have a look-see.
That machine stole my bits. Why do we even have one?
Here we go. Stashed receipts. These receipts detail payments made to C. Harlow on behalf of the board for freelancing services. Included are the names of several freighters, I thought it said firefighters, targeted by Harlow's crew, their manifests, and the sum value of all cargo delivered to board authorities. Okay. Well, should we just use this vending machine before we probably get kicked out? Or maybe we're going to have to end up killing everyone here, I don't know. Sell what we don't need. I imagine we have a lot of it. Yes, we do. And do we need any of this armor? Wait, that's legendary? Oh, hello. Researcher's mask. Cause bleed for an extra 30%. Interesting. How much space do we have now? Oh, over half. Over half our inventory is empty. When's the last time that happened? Like, never? Started the game and instantly went up to fucking maximum inventory. Right, okay, we're about to have an argument, you and me.
What's the word?
Bird. Lie. Show him Trask's ring. It's done. Trask is dead. I do want to confront him. I don't want to just attack him off the bat. I don't know. Let's go with Trask had a lot to say about you, Harlow.
Not surprised. Trask was a dead man trying to negotiate with his own executioner. He'd say anything to preserve his life.
Trask told me you'd been working for the board.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
Show him the papers. You've been bought off. I've got receipts.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
Perception. When we met, you told me Trask was an informant for the board. You were lying.
You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face.
Come on, Harlow. Why would Trask rat you out to your own employers?
How should I know? What the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor. I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off.
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me.
What?
I don't know what.
How the fuck's Felix on
poison
trial?
that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Here they come!
Okay. Felix, if you would like to do the honors on this dickhead. Thank you.
That's the last of them.
Wow. That did in fact turn into a bloodbath. Remember when I walked in and was like, I hope we don't have to kill all these people. Well, about that. We had to kill all these people. And now we can steal to our heart's content. Hooray! I love stealing. Logs. Acquisitions log. Nothing particularly interesting there. Crew, I'm beginning to wonder about our patron. When we opened up our scanners and sniffed the system for our latest Wildcat, we picked up a signal from a corporate freighter nearby. It was hauling 10 times more cargo than our target. No sooner did we scan it than a message came through ordering us to go after the Wildcat instead. Something doesn't add up. Until I get answers, stay skeptical. Last entry. Pirate code. Rule 1, Harlow's the boss. Rule 2, fuck the board. Rule 3, why are you still reading, pig? Wake up. If you're seeing this, the board already owns you. You went looking for the rules. Why? Because life's a game to you? Maybe you like being played. You guzzle down that sense of security like it's a purple-berry flavoured opium. Fuck rules and fuck terminals. It's not a revolution if we're using the weapons they raised against us time and time again, from the front lines of the riots to the corporate sit-ins and... Error. Document pirate code has exceeded character limit. Is there anything else? No. Interesting. I'm pretty sure we made the right call, right? Seemed like he was bought and paid for. Pretty confident. I wonder how that would have all gone if we'd have just turned up and killed Trask without even talking to him. How that conversation just then would have gone. Would Felix have joined up? Would we have figured it out on our own without having been told by Trask? Like, I wonder what the possibilities are. It does seem like there's a lot of ways that a lot of missions can go in this game. I really like it. There's never just one path. There's usually more like 5, it seems. It's very good. They've done such a top job. Such a chop. Chop. Such a chop, yes. Yes, they have. Okay, let's do a bit more, bit more thievery. And then we are about ready to move on to wherever's next. Thank you. Anything over this side? Yes, indeed. There is. Okay, that's it. That's there. And then that leads out. Oh, and there's still people out front, of course. We did kind of kill their boss inside. Have I even been in this room? I don't think I have. No, I haven't. Well, thank you very much. That appears to be all she wrote. Hello, friends, Romans, countrymen.
What was that?
Hi.
Watch this!
Love it so much.
Here goes nothing.
Are you an enemy? No? Good.
My time to shine!
That is amazing.
You guys see that?
I did, yes. Putting your life on the line a bit, because if they don't die when you hit them, then you're on the floor in front of them. And they're alive with a big old gun, and you've just got your feet. But, you know what? I appreciate the effort. Little pig, let me come in. Do. Talk to Felix. Vending machine discovered. What? Oh. How have I not discovered this before? I've walked past here like 3 times now. In we go. Okay. Right.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's go sort them out. If I can not miss the ladder.
Maximilian. Vicar. Vicky.
Yes?
Aw, this is no fun anymore.
Heated discussion, you say?
What did I tell you? Harlow's down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
It's hard to know who to trust, that's true.
Take a page out of my rule book. Don't trust anyone. Then it's easy.
You trust me though, right? Right? Just because Harlow turned out to be crooked doesn't mean everyone's like that.
Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
Yeah, amen to that.
See, this is what I like about you. You may not be from here, but you fit right in. You're not helping the scientists because you think that crackpot will save the colony.
Well, I kind of am. Like, it's a joint goal.
And here I thought I'd seen it all. This galaxy must be bigger than I'd thought. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
Never mind. You got something to say?
Hey, Cap.
Nope. How about you, Max?
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something
No.
vexing you?
Can't say I do. Right, Felix, let's chat.
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Well, you're gonna have to come to terms with it, my man.
I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me.
I can understand why you're upset. You feel like he betrayed you.
Yeah, he did. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna get over that.
It'll pass in time.
I hope so. I don't see this one passing anytime soon. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days.
Well, you're gonna have plenty of time to do
Part
it.
of me wishes we'd put Trask in the ground. You know, I think that's just my frustration talking. Thanks for your time, boss.
Hey! He's going to have plenty of time to think it over because we are not going... Oh my god, I got 55,000 XP for that. That'll be why I got to level up. Because we won't be taking him out anyway now that we have... now that we've finished his quest. Right, what was I wanting? There's a lot I was wanting. now that I think about it. I've got all the main ones up to 50. I would quite like to... Well, I guess... I think Persuade... Who is it that has a high persuasion rating? I can't remember. Because normally we have like 60 or something, but I think because we've swapped Felix in, we've lost that. I might get my base Persuade up to 60. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Cool. Okay. Gained a bunch of stuff. Do you have anything to say?
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years.
Okay. Nothing. I always forget whose room's who. Whose room is whose words. Spoken to you. I guess just Pavati then. Oh, Pavati's not here anymore. God damn it, Pavati, where did you fuck off to? Oh well, whatever. So, that just leaves this one which we can't do, and returning to Lilia, and speaking with Phineas. I'm hesitant to do this in case we go to Phineas and he says to go to Groundbreaker. So let's go and speak with Phineas now. And, yeah, because I don't want to go to Groundbreaker and then to Phineas and then he's like, hey, go to Groundbreaker. So, main quest for the time being. It's been a while since we were here.
Arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Sweet. Who are we going to take with us then? That is the question. Obviously, not Felix. Obviously, yes, Pavati. Really, the choice is between Ellie or Nyoka. I really like both of them. Let's take Ellie out for a spin. Is this a new one? Phineas's improved science lab? Never touch this. Rocks. No. Negotiate with Sprats for territory. Install Cystipig slurry catchment, I think that says. 12th power energy field. Whitening those dispensers. Very exciting. Not sure. Right. Phineas and Ferb, my boy. What have you got to say to moi?
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
Good. Okay, so what's so important about these chemicals?
If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can. The more, the better. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony.
Okay, so what was that about Minister Clark?
Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line.
You make it sound so simple.
Oh, I understand it must seem impossible to you. Infiltrate Byzantium, the crown jewel of the colony. Steal a batch of rare chemicals from a heavily guarded estate. In order to do the impossible, you must first divide it into a series of smaller, less impossible tasks.
So, what's the plan?
Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to something.
I mean, I probably could. Have you seen my gun?
Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
Cool. Anything I should know about this Carmen Imagawa?
You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest
Imagawa?
special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway.
Actually, there was something else I wanted to talk to you about.
Of course, of course. What's on your mind?
Oh. God damn it, there were a bunch of other options there. I thought we were going to be able to go down the list. Well, that blows the large peen. Did we already read this? Yeah. Damn it. I assumed we'd just be able to go down the list. Well, Is this my pod? Hey, everything's outlined in blue again. Last time it was all outlined in white and I was really confused, and then I forgot to actually...
Ah, your old hibernation mask. Had to remove it, you know, in case you were prone to vomiting.
I was really confused, and then I forgot to look up whether that was a change or anything, and then it looks like they're blue again now. Did I look at this? We are not reading all of that. Is it even right to call this effect brain damage? Seems like enhancement to me. Who wouldn't want on call hyperfast cognitive response? Am I envious? To expand the span of a breath to an eternity? To be able, just for a moment, to perceive the world in all its infinite detail? Yes, I believe I do envy you, Bolt. Vault, even. Don't even remember my own name, apparently. Did I read this one? I didn't. Hello. Oh my god. Experiments 1173. Okay. Never mind. These are not looking... Lots of explosive cell death, basically. Cystipig notes. Spared one of my stock of experimental cystipigs to be used as a renewable source of nourishment. I've named this lucky pig Bubbles. Giving an animal a name establishes rapport and creates a positive emotional bond, and it allegedly improves flavour of tumours. Excellent creatures, cystipigs. Don't know how people used to survive without these genetic wonders of porcine succulence. Slaughtering a pig for meat instead of harvesting tumours that ripen naturally, falling off the flesh like mock apples off a tree, seems like the height of barbarity. Truly a miracle of modern science. Personal files. Hack 50. Personal logs. Have procured the services of one Captain Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I hope he didn't name his ship after the quality of his services. I'll be sending my new accomplice down to Hawthorne via escape pod as soon as the revival process is complete. Hawthorne should make for an agreeable companion, or at least an acceptable chaperone, law willing he isn't a total buffoon. About that. Hibernation chamber. You spent over 4 decades in space with nothing but the technology of this little chamber keeping you alive. The rest of your fellow colonists are still trapped in similar chambers waiting for you to restore them.
Was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
Wow. Hey, Bubbles. How's it going, my dude? Okay, well. It doth appear as though Byzantium is our next target. Not Groundbreaker. So, before we head to Byzantium, let's wrap up this episode by heading to Groundbreaker, getting that turned in, and then we can start fresh next time, heading to a brand new location. Cool. Sounds like a plan.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
No, Parvati! No,
I
not Felix,
understand
no!
We have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
We have, yeah. Is there an issue with that?
Welcome back, Captain.
I wish she'd talk more.
I'll be here.
Okay, Groundbreaker. Which is over here.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Thanks for the update. Okay. Let's just select that. Is there a place to fast travel to? Hang on, have we got upgrades? Oh, they've got upgrades. Nice. What were we wanting? Reset ability on their own kill. Sounds good. Soon, I will never have to fire another bullet myself ever again. Was there a fast travel spot nearer there? Yes, there was. You know what? It probably only makes a couple of seconds difference. Fast traveling instead of running there myself. Ding, 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 ding. Elevator music. Ding. Oh, there actually is. I forgot there actually is elevator music in that elevator.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain.
Cheers. Sorry about that pig noise I made last time. You'll also find some automech salvage awaiting new owners.
I'll have those dismantled. You can never be too careful when moving into someone else's territory. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
A UDL gunship buzzed the station, but I convinced them to back off.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already.
Yes, I am very smart. Perception, rare gas in a lab that tested it on people? Couldn't have been a coincidence. Right. Yes. You know what? I hadn't actually made that connection, but let's pretend that I had, because I'm very perceptive.
You have an eye for patterns. Good. We need more contractors like you. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
The truth about the human tailbone? You had my interest, now you have my attention.
Glad to know it, Captain. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
You know what? She's pretty perceptive herself. Those are good questions. I'm guessing you have an idea.
Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain?
If you're about to tell me it's the pigs that are running everything, I can do that.
Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
Aliens?
Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
Well, at least she doesn't expect us to believe it.
This doesn't feel at all right, Captain. Your crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions?
Yeah, what the fuck? A few.
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
I mean, when you say aliens, tell me more.
Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch.
I haven't seen any evidence of aliens, though.
No kidding. That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep.
How do you know I'm not an alien spy on a mission to silence you?
Sharing my findings took a calculated risk. If you were a spy, I doubt you'd even realize it. Only your cells would know.
Cross your eyes, we're going to get you, Lilia. No, that would definitely decrease my reputation, as I found out with the pig noises. Well, that's comforting.
Probably nothing to worry about, as long as you don't start growing tentacles or slowing down time.
Yes, about the slowing down time. I can do that. Tell me what needs to be done.
Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, and I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Sounds messy, but I'll take the job. Why does Dr. Chartrand need to die?
She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team.
I did, but they drew straws, like... She could have been one of the ones in the tank, not the one that survived. When did Sublight get so principled?
It's cute that you'd think that about me. I just want to add savior of humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage.
Okay, this is a lot. Now it makes sense. Sounds messy, but I'll take the job. Murder isn't covered. Where does Chartrand fit into your alien conspiracy? The labs I passed through didn't seem that evil. Where does Chartrand fit into your alien conspiracy theory?
We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks. How much proof do you need? Wake up, Captain. An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony full of sheep.
Huh. The labs I passed through didn't seem that evil.
Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because some of us would call that excessive. Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab.
Well, I don't want to say that in case that, like, turns down the quest. I probably wouldn't, but... Well... Let's see what happens if I click it.
Just think of it as salvaging hope from the smoking wreckage of humanity. This is your initiation into a future with sublight. Want a steady position in our ranks? Buy one with a bullet.
What do I get for joining up?
Well, there's your usual fee. What else do you want? A promotion? It's yours. Even better. I'll owe you one.
Wow. You owing me one is pretty good. Sounds messy, but I'll take the job.
This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
Bad to the bone. Okay, well, that took a turn. My goodness. We're going with the alien theory then. I wonder, I mean, I kind of wouldn't put it past this game to have her end up being right and it is actually aliens. That would be quite funny. But I'm guessing probably not. She's probably just off her trolley. So it's going to be interesting to see. I imagine, like Trask, we'll be able to talk to Chartrand before, you know, offing her. So I wonder how that's going to go. Also good that it takes place on Byzantium, so we will definitely be heading there in the next part. Very nice, very nice. And, yeah, I don't know why I'm sounding like I'm gonna...
Stop in the engine room. Would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Sure. Is Parvati up in there? I was sounding like I'm gonna end off the recording, but I'm not, so...
So my dad, he told me, don't you let that boy push you around. So I hit him with a wrench, right? Ooh, Dad was mad. Guess he wanted me to use my words. Not that I ever been good with those. He grounded me for a week. You know a secret, Sam? It was worth it.
Lol.
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
Oh, I can't actually ask.
Issuing sanitation ticket.
Error! Refill printer paper. Okay, I can't actually ask them to send him down. Fair enough. Right, okay, well, the time has come. Let's head to Byzantium.